Hello, good people. It is me. It's Brittany. So I will be doing an ADF challenge from September 29th to October 29th. We have done this twice before. So we did one in May after I got back from Disney World, and we only do it for 2 weeks usually. And it's true ADF. That's what we usually do. We did that in May and we did it in July. But this time around, we're gonna do it for a month, but it's gonna be modified ADF. I'm gonna do modified, but if you are in this challenge, you can do true ADF too. So starting Monday, September 29th, if you don't know what alternate day fasting is, that is when you fast for 36 hours to 42 hours every other day. And on your feasting days, you eat normally. And normally is however you want to eat. I usually don't track my calories on feasting day, but I've been tracking my calories the last like 2 months. I used to hate it last year, but I love tracking now. It helps me to stay on track. So I'll be counting my calories, and I'll probably include my calories like in my vlogs when I'm doing my fast and feast diaries. So some people who are new here that might want to participate. So what I do is this time I'm just going to be fasting on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, I'm going to do either shorter fast or OMAD. OMAD is 1 meal a day, or I'll decide to do like 18 or 20 hours. I just want to enjoy my weekends, but Monday through Friday, I want to make sure I'm more focused. And I feel like that's more sustainable, and that's why I'm doing a month instead of 2 weeks. Of course, you don't have to participate if you don't want to, but a lot of people enjoy when we do these fasting challenges, and it helps me a lot. Like, it's so much motivation for me. I haven't done a 36-hour fast in over a month. I just did one recently. That was like my first one in over a month. It's just easier to fast when you have a community behind you instead of just one person, just me doing it myself. So I will be working out. You don't have to if you don't want to, but I work out. I usually strength train like 3 to 4 days a week. And I do some walking, especially now that the weather is cooling off. And I do Pilates a couple times a week. But at the very least, I would recommend doing some walking. Let's see what else. I'll have like some stuff in the video for you guys that you can watch. It'll be like after me talking right here, but we're starting on Monday. I'm going to be eating Sunday and then fasting starting on Monday. Yeah, it's just very beneficial. It's just great. So, and it's balanced because you'll be doing like the hard stuff during the week, and then on the weekend you can enjoy yourself. But that's why I recommend using MyFitnessPal to track your calories on your feasting days so you just don't go overboard. I didn't do that at all last year and still lost 60 pounds in my first year of fasting. But now that it's harder to lose weight, I feel like it is hard to lose weight after you get like in a more healthy weight range. I need to track my calories so I don't go crazy on my feast days. So I would recommend that you guys do the same. And to track my fasting hours, I use the Zero Longevity app. I would definitely recommend downloading that. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. It's just, if you are doing just like regular ADF, just try to find something to keep yourself busy. Activities like whatever you got to do to stay busy and stay out of the kitchen on your fasting days, I would do that. Drink your electrolytes, your, what is that stuff? It's the salt stuff. I have it, but I don't usually drink it. Element. Because it's easy to, it makes it a little bit easier to have like your minerals and stuff in your water to help you get through your fast. If you're doing a clean fast, you just drink water. And you could drink Element, the electrolyte packets that are unflavored. I do a lot of dirty fasting where I'll consume under 50 calories. It's usually liquid stuff like Crystal Light, which is like 5 calories. Gatorade Zero, which is like 5 calories. That stuff is not gonna mess up your fast. If you're doing it for health reasons, like you're trying to increase autophagy and everything, where you're getting cleaned out at the cellular level and stuff like that. Oh, then you don't want to consume anything outside of water. But if you're doing it for weight loss, you can consume a little bit of something. I don't exceed 50 calories. I'll have lemon in my water and stuff like that. I'll also put some other people that you can watch that'll help you out. I watched a lot of Colleen Marie, Finally Fasting. Jerome, I love watching him. Fast Like a Girl, MINDY PELZ. She is the one who put me on the fasting almost 2 years ago. And Dr. Jason Fung. I'll put all those people, I'll put all those people like at the end of this video, and you can just pause if you want to read something. But yes, we are doing a ADF challenge, and we're going to do it for a month this time. We're not going to do it for just 2 weeks. But the trade-off is, because it's a longer challenge, we're going to have weekends off. And I say off because you can decide whether you want to do a shorter fast on Saturday and Sunday. Because it's like, we got some people celebrate Halloween, and I just want to I want to be open to social things, you know, if I want to. And if I really don't have anything to do, I might do a longer fast even on the weekends. But right now, I just feel like a modified schedule accommodates my lifestyle and the fact that I do strength train quite a bit. I do 3 to 4 days. And so I am trying to build muscle too. So that is what we're going to do. If you still have questions about the ADF challenge, just let me know in the comments. Definitely watch my Fast and Feast diaries in my wellness journey playlist, because you'll see like where I started and where I am now. I'll see you guys when this starts, and I hope it goes well for you. It can be really life-changing, especially like because it's about to be October. We're ahead of the people that start in January, because I started my fasting journey in January of 2024 and had success. But it's really good to get ahead of it, especially before holidays. So and I handled the holidays very well. I am not somebody who fasts on holidays like Thanksgiving or Christmas. I think that's crazy. You can do that if you want to. I will never do that, because it's one day and you could always fast the day after or a couple days after and get on track. I would not suggest doing that. So we might do this together again in November. It just depends. But I feel like we probably will, because the modified schedule is going to accommodate holidays. Because I'm just letting you know, if we do one in November, I'm not doing it for Thanksgiving or like Black Friday. I'll probably get back to fasting that Saturday or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, talk to me down below. How is your fasting going? Did you continue? Are you kind of stalled? I got kind of thrown off the wagon in August. There was a lot going on in August, but I still haven't fallen off all the way. I did play around with OMAD, and I was like, oh, you can lose weight on OMAD too. It's just about staying consistent with whatever protocol that you're choosing. And so we're going to see how this goes with the modified schedule for maybe like 1 or 2 months and see where we are. But talk to me down below. Like this video. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.